phase 2 of our advanced player series, and here is how you match your setup to your picture. Now, oftentimes you set up to a ball and you're getting ready to hit the shot and you feel that something isn't right, something is off. You don't exactly know what it is. You can't put your finger on it, but you know something's off. It just feels off. And then yet you swing anyways, don't you? It's either, I'm taking a little too long, these guys are waiting for me, whatever, and you go ahead and hit that anyway shot. That is what gets you into trouble. And if you can eliminate those out of your daily round of golf, and we all have them, here's how you do it, okay? So you'll notice that Goldilocks is your best friend when it comes to this. So let's say I'm hitting a little fade. I'm going to start the ball over this red target, and I'm going to fade it back behind this row of targets right here. Okay, got a 7-iron in my hands. So I'm going to pick an intermediate point that's going to lead me over that. So I draw some dots right here on the mat. I'm going to go left edge of this dot, which is going to go right over the red target. So I get set up. I'm lining up in that direction, so it feels like the momentum naturally wants to go over the left edge of that dot. I'm playing the ball a hair forward to center, because a little forward to center with that club face a little less closed is what's going to make that ball spin a little to the right. And since it's going to spin to the right, I don't want to start on my target and fade away from the target. I want to start left of the target and fade back to it. And as it fades back to it, I want it to land a little left of the target and cozy up to the pin and hopefully go in. So there's where I'm going. There's my setup. So the big 4 predictions that we make, all right? So let's say you're standing there and you're feeling, I feel a little too close to the ball, but I don't know if I am. That's when you want to nip that in the bud right out of the gate, because if you're not sure and you go anyways, there's that cloud, hanging over your head the whole time, and it's going to prevent you from delivering fully with full abandon in the direction of your target. You can't be free. So you're going to go way too far from the ball. Yep, if I swing in that direction, there's just no way I can hit that solid. Then go way too close to the ball. I can't swing. Well, where is it that you need to stand that you can swing in that direction freely and not lose the balance? Well, that feels much better. So now, okay, right now I feel like I can give it a nice, free whip in that direction and not lose my balance, and I have full freedom in my arms. So let's give it a go. Yep, there's nice contact. Ball starts in the direction that I want it to, maybe just a hair left, but that would be pretty decent. Now, what about ball position? You're standing over the ball and you're thinking, I think my ball's just a little too far forward. Well, all right. So if you swing in that direction from here, well, it feels like I'm going to top it on the way up. That's no good. If I swing from here, it feels like I'm going to top it on the way down. Where is it that I need to be to feel like I can swing in that direction and hit the ball flush? That feels pretty good. So I'm going that way, going that way. So nice flush contact. And if the ball position is where it needs to be, then you'll tend to start the ball pretty much on line. So my brain's saying, hey, that's a little too far left. Let's cozy up a little more. Now, what about club face? You stand to the ball and you say, it feels like that club face is a little bit too closed. So close it too much. Well, yeah, that's going to hook off the planet. Open it too much. That's going right and never coming back. Now, what club face allows me to start in that direction and it feels like it's going to fade? There we go. So, gather. There we go. So that felt like I was able to deliver not only in the direction I wanted to start the ball, but it felt like there was going to be a little bit of cut on that. And then finally, especially when the ball is below your feet or above your feet, if you're not sure if you're going to hit it flush or not. Well, that's where the height of your posture. You say, okay, if I swing in that direction, I'm going to miss the ball. If I swing in that direction, I'm going to top the ball. If I swing in that direction, I'm going to hit the ball a little thin. That would be pretty good if I'm on a rain-soaked fairway or in a fairway bunker. If I swing in that direction, that feels like I'm going to hit it flush. That feels like the sole of the club is going to drag a little bit through the dirt here in front of the ball, and that feels like the ball's going to compress beautifully on the sole, on the face of that club. So I get even lower. Yeah, that feels like if I swing in that direction, I got too much dirt. I got the right amount. Too thin. Skull. Width. There we go. That feels great. So now from there, if I stay with that feel, so I'm going left edge from this posture, right on the button. So there's your big 4 predictions, and when in doubt, immediately go to Goldilocks. Don't try to come out of your posture and try to reset exactly back in. Sometimes that'll work. It's much better to go to each extreme, and once the brain understands what does not fit, how does it understand that it doesn't fit? Well, gosh, there's just no way I can accomplish my task from here. Now you've just given your brain a breadcrumb trail to follow in order to find what does fit, okay? It's just like a radar in a fighter jet. So there's so many things that we do on a daily basis, and so much of our equipment that's built and designed around that concept. So I hope you enjoyed that. So number 1, flight plan. Number 2, set up to match the flight plan. And then number 3, which we're going to talk about next week, we're going to perfect the art of the feel of your delivery into that picture. And that's going to really help you zero in, and you'll understand the neurology behind that, which is super, super important. Can't wait to see you guys next week. All the best.